Hey guys, this is Jason with Volt Up RC. I'm taking the 10208 V2 out for its first rip. I've really been having a blast with this truck. This is my first time with the brand new Redcat Valkyrie MT tires on this thing. They are a lot wider than stock, and they honestly handle great. This truck is plenty stable. The wheelie's great. Diff action's great. I've treated this truck poorly. I have not gone through it. I haven't even checked the diffs yet. It's exactly how it came out of the box. I haven't checked screws. But this is the V2 variant, or my own V2. I've taken the truck, I've added longer battery straps, I have put some AliExpress longer shocks on it to get ride height similar to a Granite. I've got the Hot Racing 17mm Hex Adapter Extenders, and now you're seeing these really awesome Redcat MT tires. There's been, I was the first one to put 10208 videos on YouTube, and I bashed the thing at the skate park. I had a blast, and this has been the most durable truck I've had, really, ever. The only thing I've broken on it, even to this day, is the original servo. So this truck is running probably a downgrade, a servo, a replacement servo. It's not really different than the original. I've got the ZTW 120 amp Beast G2 ESC in here. Just trying it out. I don't love it. It functions exactly the way it should. I just don't have punch adjustment, and I'm not a fan of that. Lastly, this truck has my body retention modifier. It's got a rubber band holding the body closed, and if you remember from my skate park video, I had the body fall off almost a dozen times. It's really been holding up great, and in this video we're gonna hit some pretty good crashes. I've seen some people break these trucks now, and I run the 10208 Facebook group, and we've had a couple failures, and I'm beating the crap out of this thing. I crash it terrible, I land on throttle. None of my other trucks that I have ever endured what this Hyper Go has endured. So here I'm just kind of getting a feel for it. This is, we're trying to build a 1/8 scale track here. It's 40 feet by 70 foot. Time has just been really hard to come by. Oh, and this truck has a upgraded motor slightly. It's got a 4068 Surpass motor. It's 2650 kV. I was just trying to hit 50 miles an hour on the stock tires, and it will. But now it'll probably go a little faster since these Redcat tires are taller. The Redcat tires are exactly the same height as the stock Granite tires. With the increased ride height, this truck handles as good as my Granite. It's faster than my Granite, and I think it's more durable than my Granite. Also, I bought this truck for $140 US, shipped to my door through what I think is an AliExpress typo, and I used one of their coupons. If you just heard there that rough sound, the tires are still, it's way better than original, but the tires still do rub the body every now and then. It seems to be just when the body gets crushed and it falls out of the retainers, that it sticks out a little further than the tires hit. But this is miles better than when I took this thing out of the box. A little bit more of that body rub. Man, this thing absolutely rips. Like I said, I haven't even gone through the diffs on this thing yet. I've had no breakages. I beat it at the skate park. You can see me crash it quite a few pretty good times in this video. I've got a lot of chirping too. I'm curious if the bearings might need lubrication, because all of it's original. Here I'm just showing how my AliExpress shocks work. I'm currently running 3000 CST fluid in them. I'm using the Hyper Go original springs on the AliExpress shocks. Got pretty good ride height out of it. And I still think some tuning work is needed. There's a little bit of bind on the springs, but they are much, much better than original. I am not a great driver at all. I enjoyed the truck, but I can't say I have any skill outside of mechanical knowledge, so I have to keep moving and see if I can get lined up on this makeshift jump. I've got a tractor too, a backhoe and a bucket and the whole deal, and I can make real jumps. Time has been a problem. I'm looking to put down the corrugated pipe and line this track for a proper 10-foot lane, 8-scale track, and then I'm going to do real dirt jumps. I just threw this thing together because I'm not sure exactly where my layout's going to be or where my lanes are going to fall. This truck has just been absolutely amazing. I paid less money for this truck than what I got a brushed Traxxas Rustler for back in 1994. It's amazing what this thing offers. So we have had some breakages, not me personally. This truck is the only thing that's broken is the servo. We do have a guy who's in the group, one of the moderators in the Facebook group. He, I guess, plowed into a curb at top speed sideways, and he cracked a diff cup. I saw RC car, what's his name? RC Guy Garage. He also cracked a diff cup, but he's been beating the snot out of this thing as well, just like I have. We have somebody who went full speed, full throttle, and hit what I'm going to call a boulder, something that was an immovable object, and they broke a CVD. And then just recently, there was a guy, really great video, showing the unboxing and his really light bash session on the 10208, and he sheared the pin inside the center diff. And you can see in this video, I've got bigger tires. I land on throttle a lot. I land on the tires, I land on the A-arms, and my pins are holding up just fine. In the process of building up this RC track, I've also learned dust can be a really big issue. So what I've been doing is actually spraying the track down. I didn't do it today, time is rough, but I've been spraying the track down with water and laundry soap, actually. I guess it's a cheap way to keep some moisture in the track and keep the dust down. And this truck just honestly takes it. Just other than submerging this thing in water, I have not treated this thing well at all. And it's funny, this truck is heavy for a 10 scale, and I can feel it in the ground when this thing slams down. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yep, wreck after wreck after wreck. This truck doesn't care. So you can see certain parts in the video, the body's kind of off kilter. It's still held in, but it just kind of tweaks while still being in the mount system. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. This thing does good flips. I'm always kind of nervous putting myself at this end of a ramp, because this thing, taking it to the jaw or to the chest, it's not going to feel good. Yeah, some people, everybody's experience is different with these trucks, but man, this thing, this is probably packed 25 through this truck. I've been running different motors, different ESCs, different tires, running different services, gravel, skate park, pavement, parking lots. This is my first time putting these tires on the dirt, and these are my favorite by far. I'm really glad Redcat came out with these trucks just so I could get these new tires. Cool watching little rooster tails of dirt come off of this thing. Flip after flip, crash after crash, pack after pack. For me, this truck honestly has surpassed the durability of my granite, and I would even say this thing's tougher than my Creighton. My Creighton doing this stuff would have a bent chassis. That's the 6S. I haven't gotten a chance to lay hands on the 4S yet. That tire rub, it's not going to hurt anything, but it sure is an annoying sound. Shocks are still working good, nice and soft. I looked later in the video, but I was kind of expecting to see all the oil out of them, and they're working just like they did. I didn't see any dampness or wetness on the shocks. I'm really impressed with the way they. Oh, wow! This is the first time my body's popped off since I did the body retention mod. But shocks are still holding up, no bends. Fans holding up. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the center diff in this truck, whatever fluid they put in it, because it just seems tuned right to the max. I had some heavier tires on this, and I was able to do standing backflips right from a dead stop. See here, dog bones tires, everything glue's still holding, everything's holding up just the way it should. But I was able to do standing backflips with the center diff the way it's delivered. Also, this thing rips wheelies on command, but it just seems if you don't punch it so hard, it'll also dip out and stay planted. It works exactly the way it should. That was a cool looking flip. So that's me squeezing the body sides back into like the retainers. There's channels that hold the sides of the body on this truck, and when you crush it, land on the lid, sometimes they pop out, and that's when I noticed the tire rubbing. It doesn't seem so bad normally. I think this truck is really a heavy hitter for Hypergo's first entry into 110. They've admitted there's some shortcomings, so that means they're only going to make it better. This truck is a little cheaper than the Granite and the MT10, and I think it offers a whole lot more for your money. I think the manufacturer minimum price on these is $260, but people have been getting them from AliExpress for, like I said, as low as $140 if you catch the sales and the coupon. Still a little trim adjustment was that beeping. Get some off-kilter flips, those look really good. And this truck doesn't care what you do. It doesn't care if you land on throttle. It doesn't mind the big tires. I've got about 40 RCs on the shelf. If any of you guys care to see a little video of my collection, that's something I could probably find time for. But I don't have another truck I think that can do this as well as what this truck does. Even I just got the Maverick Quantum 2, which is honestly a fantastic truck. It's a bit more lively than this one. This one is powerful, but it really is heavy and it drives heavy. The Quantum is a little bit more lively and lightweight. I did exactly this type of bash session and landed right on a corner under throttle and broke the CVD on it. I've done that in this video just as bad, and this truck just takes it. It does not matter what you give it. Flip after flip, smack after smack. I will say the only other damage I've seen here is my Ovonic pack. This is currently running a 6 or 7 year old Ovonic 5000 MEH 4S pack, and smack that dump truck. And I'm actually cracking the hard case on the battery, but the truck is not carrying at all. Didn't commit to that. Alright, there's LVC. This thing sees LVC more than any other truck I've ever had. I'm just going to do, the body's in great shape, do a little damage check here. No bent shocks. They're still smooth and working the way they did before. Of course, the truck's out of frame because I have no idea what I'm doing. It's still dropping nice and smooth. Here I'm checking the dog bones, make sure they're all, well, CVDs, make sure they're all straight and none of them are bent. No issue with tire glue, no blown out tires. Here I'm checking for play, and there is a little bit of play, but it's absolutely ARMA grade, ARMA level play. It's nothing to write home about. I'm not disappointed in the play at all. It's a basher, and there's some of that chassis flex that this thing has been known for. Good or bad thing, nobody's broken a chassis, and I'm not sure you can. Servo's still working the way it should. I'm going to say no damage. This truck just takes it, just more than any other truck I've had. And if I treated this thing well, it'd probably do even better. Had to turn the truck back off and on to get full speed. Alright guys, so that's what I wanted to put out there. Just wanted to share a little bit of what I got going on with the truck. Feel free to check out some of my other videos on the FSR Sniper. I've got a whole series on the 10208, and then I did a little bash session on the Quantum 2 Flux XT. I think me and Do RC are the only ones with videos on that truck. Alright guys, thanks for watching.